with the help of our mainland people, we are able to do tests for all the Hong Kong residents who want to get their own tests. As we all know, in the past, because of the rebound of the pandemic in the recent weeks, there are a lot of these confirmed cases. The people in the neighborhood, they want to be tested. People who have been working as colleagues, they want to be tested. There was a huge demand for testing. But unfortunately, our normal testing, even these people are working very hard, 24 hours already, the best they can do is about 10,000 tests in a day. And we have 7.4 million people. So now with the help of our mainland institutions as well as professionals, they can increase that significantly so that we can really, through their help everybody who wants to have a test can have a test. Cloning. I heard about such things. I thought it was a joke, but apparently some people actually believe it. I think it is, first of all, too narrow, political-minded, and with ignorance can only arrive in a conclusion like this. This reminds me of something happened in the late Qing dynasty when the first photographers were introduced into China. At that time, people were afraid if you were taking a photograph by a Westerner, they will steal your soul. I think this is similar things. These people are here to help us, to test, to relieve us from fear that we may catch or may not catch the virus. So what's the point of getting this DNA? I mean, if there's a need to collect Hong Kong people's DNA, we have Hong Kong government hospitals, there's a lot of other places that your DNA are being spread. There is a tradition in Hong Kong where we value professional qualifications very seriously in all professions, not just medical, okay? So I can understand why people ask those questions. But let's face it, we are facing a crisis right now. We're talking about emergency relief, okay? Let's say there's a disaster happening somewhere in Africa. If we're sending some rescue troops there, do we ask if we have a practicing certificate? Of course not. Okay, in the past, even in China, when we have the Witman earthquake, remember, Hong Kong has sent our medical staff as well as my friends from St. John's Ambulance to go there and rescue. Did anybody ever ask their qualifications? No, I think we need to solve our problem first. And these people are not going to stay here and practice medical, maybe affecting the interests of the medical profession in Hong Kong. They are here to help us, to get us out of the crisis that we're facing right now. I think this is really very good news. As we all know, the capacity of Hong Kong hospitals and medical profession has been already reaching its limit. Okay, I heard that about 70% or more of the wards are already occupied. Okay, and it's not just the virus, right? We have to deal with other diseases, other sickness in Hong Kong. So in this particular case, the central government and also our medical professionals from mainland, they come and help us to build a temporary hospital using the experience they already have acquired in Wuhan to help to manage such a large-scale temporary hospital, to help to take care of the potential patients. That is really good news for Hong Kong. I think a lot of people are just too politically minded. At the end of the day, we have to understand politics is a means, it's not the end. The end is the well-being and livelihood of people. In this particular case, we are facing a pandemic. If you look at the world, England and some other countries have already postponed their elections. And if you look at the case of Singapore, where they held the election as planned, the pandemic numbers rose significantly after the election. So we know there is a clear and present risk if we continue to do the election according to the original plan. And I think as a responsible government, the Hong Kong SAR government did the right thing. They decided to postpone the election because even just one more additional case is too much.